All right, folks, we are glad to have you for this video. I wanted to just let you guys know about the news that just dropped here a couple of minutes, so I guess this would be considered breaking. Luka Doncic has officially signed an extension with the LA Lakers, and this basically puts to rest any conjecture or posturing or speculation that Luka would be exercising his ability to become a free agent next offseason and test the open market. He is now locked in as a Laker for the next 3 years. So according to both Luka Doncic and his agent and the Lakers organization, this is official. It is a 3-year, $165 million max contract extension, which I believe the third year is a player option, which would be 2028. And I think at that point after that, so 2029, he would be technically a free agent. But just based on the way this is kind of setting up for the franchise, I think it's pretty clear that this thing is probably going to go long term. Things would really have to go south for them to move on from Luka. So here's kind of how you want to look at it. 25 years old, turning 26, I think, this season. At the end of this contract, he'll be still under the age of 30. Which hopefully Luka's health holds up. He stays, fit, committed to the game, mastering his craft, excellence, championships, all those kind of things, right? He'd be ready to bank on a mega deal even after this pretty sizable extension. I mean, he's getting $55 million a year with this deal. And then he would be setting himself up for something even better in that 2028, 2029 timeframe. And that one could be not only longer in duration, but more per year. Estimations have that contract in 2028 potentially being 5 years, $417 million. All right, now, so, and of course, you stay with the team long term, you can actually max out more money. So 417, if he was to go with the 5 year, he'd be making like over $80 million, closer to like $83 million. And who knows, could be more, could be a little less, whatever. But he's setting himself up nicely to then get that contract. And at age 35, technically, there would be a chance he could still get some big money. We're seeing players play through their mid-30s at a high level. I don't know if that's Luka, right? We have questions about his conditioning and fitness in the past, so I don't know if that's him per se. But at least through his 30-year-old season, he's definitely going to see another massive contract. But okay, so how do we look at this from, an organization standpoint? They traded for him. They got rid of Anthony Davis, who obviously was supposed to be the guy that was going to be taking over the helm in LA. This obviously brings you a younger player. They traded for him. There's capital. There's investment. Come on, you've had Magic Johnson. You've had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You've had Shaq, Kobe, Bron. You've brought in all these stars. Like, it's just star after star, right? The Lakers are locking in their star. Once they traded for him, you knew what it was going to be. And I think Luka's wise to not only do his years the way that they are, but I also think by choosing the Lakers, after being traded to them, it's kind of a slam dunk. He would have stayed long-term with Dallas. He would have been a Dallas lifer. It would have been like a Dirk situation, but it didn't work out that way. Now I think he's making the best of the situation. I think this is the right thing to do. I'm sure most Lakers fans are probably happy with this. I'm sure there's a contingency of players who don't believe in Luka. They might believe that, what was put in Dallas during their finals run was fool's gold and won't be repeated. Maybe they don't have faith in Rob Pelinka and Mark Walters or whatever, or Jeannie Buss. That could be an issue too. There's a lot of factors there. But Luka's been to the finals, and they built a team around him to get him there. The Lakers are looking to recreate the same thing. Now they got their guy locked up. And I think, you saw the posturing by Luka saying, I want to win championships. They're already positioning the team to be very, very active in free agency next year, the year after, and so on. Putting pieces around Luka that can get them to a championship. Remember, teams win championships. Great players are obviously able to carry a lot of that burden and responsibility, but they're going to have to build around Luka. He's not great at everything. He is a great player, but they're going to have to really fine-tune this roster And in my opinion, they're probably going to have to move on from their coach. I think they're going to need something different, but that's a topic for another day. But the next couple of years, we'll see what the Lakers put together and put around this Luka Doncic investment. The Luka era continues. Kind of started, last year with the trade, and then this just solidifies it for the long term. Let me know what you guys think of the signing, what you think the chances of Luka and the Lakers winning a chip in the future. If so, tell me when. Drop me some comments. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some more videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.